Sagittarius.
Hey everyone, before we start today, I'd just like to address a question that I get a lot in my email, and it will save me a lot of time here if I can collectively address it here to you. So the question I get is whether I give private readings or not. And yes, I do. I do it all the time. You will find it here on the sidebar. You just want to click on it. It will take you directly to the website where you can find out more information on the various readings that are available to you, both on the astrological side as well as the psychic readings and what you can expect from those. All right, so let's get on with it and see what November has in store for you this month. Hello Sagittarius, this is your forecast for November 2014. And last month in October seems to have been a month where you're very focused on social activities or connecting with affiliates, groups, social networks, spreading the word out there, which the 11th house is all about. And not just that, but Mercury, communication, how you communicate, what you're trying to relate to these groups have been of immense quality. And you've been given from the universe a little extended time too, as Mercury also retrograded in this very same area, giving you an additional 3 weeks to kind of fix these things and refine it, tweak it, perfect it if you wish. Mercury here communicating to these groups, I feel has to do with how you balance things. It's in the sign of Libra, Mercury is, and Libra is about beauty, it's about the arts, it's about creation and so forth. So you might have had a lot of fun with that in October. Now in November, Mercury is still here in this area, so you're still going to be wrapping it up for a while. And but Venus, Sun, and Saturn now in your 12th house is also showing how you're going to be pulling back a little bit with your energy. It's dream time when we come into the 12th house, dreaming up new ideas, stirring up new inspirations, if you wish. So it's going to be a really creative month for you, especially when Mercury also joins the party there a little bit later. But then with all this going on in your 12th house, it's like everything is in a flow, okay? It's in the house of Pisces, so there's a lot of artistic energy coming up for you here this month. Now, we also have Mars in your 2nd house for income in November. Mars is your actions. It's your drive. It's that goal that you set out to do and putting all the energy behind it. It's going to be a powerful month because not only is Mars here in your income sector, really fighting to find your path, carve out that path, how you can increase your income. But it's also there with Pluto. Now Pluto is the point of transformation, which can make everything new if it wants to. We're going to have that conjunction a little bit later in the month. We're going to talk about that too, which is going to be around November 10th. So there's a big oomph here. Yeah, you might have already been contemplating how to do this. Pluto has been really working you over, transforming you into the core, into the depth of your psyche, trying to figure out your financial state. And but Mars now, it takes 2 years for Mars to go around the chart once, okay? So make the most out of what you can do at this time, because whatever you initiate here in November, it's going to carry, it's like really planting the seeds here, and it's going to carry you 2 years until next time you get this chance to work it this way. 1 year from now is when Mars is going to be meeting up here straight across from it, and you will see how far you have come on what you are initiating here in November. So that's going to be exciting to see. Now, if you didn't listen to the Mercury retrograde forecast for October, you can find it right up here on the upper button and see what Mercury retrograde has to say for you and your sign. So you can actually maybe get some ideas how you can tweak and embed this into this area of social networks and so forth. So top of the month, Sagittarius, it's a great day. November 1st is. We got 3 aspects here that are just going to fly right off the bat. We have Mercury, once again, our thoughts, our actions, here with Jupiter wanting to expand. And what is it wanting to expand? It's wanting to expand out towards the world. Jupiter's in your 9th house for the world at large. And Jupiter rules this area, so this is a double whammy. So between the social networks, where Mercury is, and the groups are, and Jupiter is, well, you're coming to see that bringing your news out isn't just in the local neighborhood. That's more a 3rd house thing, all right? Or your city. That's close parameters. It's Mercury and Jupiter, it's the world. You're seeing the world as your playground right now, Sagittarius. So look beyond, and keep your eyes on that horizon. This is what's going to really pull those dreams towards you so you can hopefully get a good manifestation on it. Then we have Venus, which rules money, also rules love. Right now that is in your 12th house for the subconsciousness, for your higher mind. It's that creative juice that's flowing through your veins right now, and it's connecting into your 2nd house, Pluto there. So if Venus rules money and Pluto's in the money house, these two together, how are you going to generate your money? Well, it's through the creative aspect. Somehow, some way, it can be different from all of you, how you find your path, but you will find those answers within, because the 12th house is always within ourselves. It's not out there, it's in here. So you might be coming up, bursting, bubbling with a whole lot of new ideas, brainstorming it. And especially also because Mars, which is your drive, your action, and your goal, being in that 2nd house for money. Do you see the theme we're talking about here? So Mars here, your drive and your action, 2nd house for money. It is a sextiling, beautiful aspect to Neptune, which has to do with hope, dreams, and vision. So how do we couple these together? Well, if you can focus on what you want to achieve, your highest goals, your visions, what should I say? Your goals for why you're here, your inspiration. If you can hold that visual of your inspiration of those obtained goals in the future, Mars is going to help drive the money for you to get there. All right, because it's coming from your 2nd house. This is why it's so important for you this month to focus on these things, to crunch the numbers, if so. 2nd house is not just about money, it's value systems, meaning it's also how we value ourselves, our self-esteem, how much am I worth, not just materially, money-wise, but how much am I worth on the inside? Where is my talents, my skills, and how can I bring them out? See, Pluto's right there to catch you, to transform it. Whatever you're feeding your mind now to the universe, it will take it and it will stick it together, and you'll be holding a golden key on November 10th. All right? That's when the initiation of these two are going to cross each other, and that is the key in the door to the new. So don't expect it all to happen on the 10th. That's when you pass through the doorway. Now there's a huge room there that you're going to fill over the next 2 years. But you want to keep that vision clear, because if you have a little room, that's what you're going to get. If you're envisioning a big room to fill over the next 2 years, then that's what you're going to fill, okay? So the sky's the limit, Sagittarius. We have November 3rd. The Sun, which is essentially you, is here also tying in with Pluto in the 2nd house. Money, value, self-esteem, what you're worth, dream time, the 12th house. So you see this, the theme with all these planets are angling in right there, 12th house, 2nd house. It's asking you to listen to who you are, even more so, who do you want to become? Where do you want to land, in months and years from now? This is time to dream big. Jupiter is helping you to do so. Jupiter is involved. Pluto's helping you to transform the old image of self to the new image of self. So November this month, and some of you will have your birthday here at the very last part of the month, so happy birthday to those of you. This is really a time now where Mercury and Neptune, just like Mercury and Jupiter work together, Mercury and Neptune are together too, November 11th. This is Mercury then in your 11th, let me see here, Neptune is in the 4th house. So I guess it has to do also with envisioning where you want to be as far as your foundation, your home, your roots, real estate property. That's the 4th house. It's looking to family traditions versus the traditions also that you can draw from, but also what you on an individual level can now put together here. And somehow there is a family involvement that can be quite inspiring on November 11th. Now on the 12th, we have Venus and Saturn. Venus and Saturn both are in the 12th house this month. Venus, money, self-esteem, love, romance, 12th house of creativity, right? But Saturn there is all about pulling the vision down to earth. So it's not just in a dream state, but it's here in the physical realm. This is why Saturn sometimes can be heavy, because we are in the physical realm, but we do want to draw the loftier ideas, concepts, dreams into the physical realm. They do no good just floating around up here, because then they're just air castles, right? This is a time to transform your air castle into the castle upon earth. It's another key that the universe is giving you right now, because Venus and Saturn are conjunct. That means that they're meeting together on the night sky, and when they are conjunct, that's a new beginning. Venus takes 1 year around the chart, like Mars takes 2 years around the chart. So on November 12th, you're basically starting a new 1 year cycle, initiating it. Just 2 days before, on November 10th, you initiated a new 2 year cycle for Mars with Pluto. Now, Venus with Saturn, 1 year cycle. So the power of this month is really going to set you up for what you want to achieve a year from now and 2 years from now. So you've got that timeline to work upon. And it's all up to you. The universe can give you, show you the possibilities, but it won't come if you aren't the primus motor behind it. You have to act upon these things. November 18th, we got the Sun and Saturn also in a conjunction. I like conjunctions because it's always the beginning, the start of new things. The Sun is you, it's your internal self, now conjunct with Saturn. And I'm liking that Saturn is being touched right now, because it's giving it like the last brushes before the form is done and ready. Because by next month, I believe it's December 20th, I'd have to check that, then Saturn is going to be done in this area of the 12th house, where it's been for you the last 2.5 years. It's going to move into your first house. That is a totally different story altogether, Sagittarius, because it's no longer just going to be trying to shape shift you, should I say, on the subconsciousness and the emotional, spiritual of that 12th house. Now it's coming into the physical reality. You're going to feel it on your body, on your day-to-day life. Saturn is new responsibilities, new burdens. It's time to grow up and beef out and really, get square shoulders and take upon the new responsibility that you have been setting yourself up for. So that's coming in there on the 3rd week of December. Right now, we had Venus kissing it, we had the Sun kissing it, and then Mercury's going to kiss it. So you got 3 nice kisses that's like small igniters, okay? Kind of sending Saturn off with a kiss and a blessing. So we have that on the 18th, on the 25th, that's Mercury giving that kiss to Saturn as well. and wishing it good luck. We have on the 25th, no, that was Mercury. On the 26th, we have Venus now, which is love and money, coming into an aspect here with Uranus. Venus now is in Sagittarius from the 17th. It's wonderful to have Venus rising in that first house. We've just shoved a whole lot more energy. We're just that much more attractive when we have Venus rising, which we get to have for a few weeks every year. So you will notice that. But the nice thing about it is that the creativity of Venus is coupled with Uranus in your 5th house. 5th house is creativity, creative projects, self-expression, all of those things, the business that you own. Venus here with that, well, these things are going to start lifting and rising. This is the blessing of November 26th, which is going to initiate. When we talk about transits that hit on a specific day, sometimes, yes, they do come delivered on the day that we say, but more so, the energy behind an aspect like that is more the initiation of these two planets meeting. Then they need a little time to merge, and then they initiate this cycle. So even if it's not coming to you on the date that they meet, they have initiated and launched a cycle which is going to bring it to you upon the path of the cycle. Just so I can clear that up. I've had questions about that as well. So the new moon, the full moon for you is November 6th, and for you it's going to be the 6th house. This is helping you now to harvest on the changes that you've been doing in your daily routine. 6th house is always your daily to-do list, and how you can become more efficient by streamlining it. It's also about health, dieting, workout, and how you work with those around you, co-workers and so forth. So full moon, beautiful full moon in Taurus there, 14 degrees on November 6th. We have the new moon, time for intentions, on November 22nd. And this month it's going to be right on the cusp, coming out of Scorpio, on its way into Sagittarius. So depending on where you live, some of you might have the exact timing of it on the Scorpion side, the very last moments of Scorpio, and others will have it initiated there 0 degrees and into Sagittarius. So for you, that would be on the cusp here, right between the 12th and the 1st house, meaning that it's going to be smack on your rising sign. That's a wonderful new moon to have, Sagittarius. It's very seldom that we'll have it directly on the cusp of the rising. So for you, it will just be more intense. And then, of course, the rising sign is your energy and how you're putting it out to the world at large. Remember, you've got Jupiter up there in the 9th house. This is fantastic. Everything you're doing right now, Sagittarius, moving out into the world, a larger space, not just the tight community, the near community, but the far-reaching community. This is expanding your mind, your world. You're growing. And whatever you're doing now is also preparation for even more to come. When Jupiter goes into your 10th house of career, which will be sometime next summer, I believe in July, maybe it's even early August, would have to check that. But so everything you're doing now is paving that path. You're learning, understanding, you are spreading yourself out there, and your worldview is changing. That's also what Jupiter is about in the 9th house. It's what we believe and how we believe it. Jupiter is all about fairness and truth. And of course, all your spiritual values is expanding. Think about Jupiter, greatest planet. So your spirituality is expanding as well. So I guess that's what we have for you here in November. You do want to go listen to your partner's chart just to see what's going on with him or her. And then also listen to your moon and your rising sign. And I'll see you next month.